Hey, what is going on guys, it's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're back with another update video on my Season 16 Rebuilding Glory campaign in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So if you guys do enjoy this video, then please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So it's been a bit since the last video, and yeah, the situation is, it's looking okay overall for us, but yeah, let's go have a look at the map and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So if we zoom out, we can see there's quite a lot of fighting, especially between us and Arnor and Angmar, as well as Erebor and Angmar. Unfortunately, fighting the whole map is not turning out the greatest for us, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna go have a look at the weapons first to talk about what is happening. So over on this side, you probably see Arnor has basically taken over 90% of Linden, and that's because Linden, you know, they did try to help us a bit. You know, they made an attempt to attack Arnor, and Arnor obviously counterattacked and pushed them back. So it obviously managed to split up Arnor's focus a little bit. So it did help us because, you know, Arnor had to commit some forces to this Linden front, and you know, send players over to capture these. Capture the keeps from them and fight their own players, etc. So it has, you know, split Arnor up a little bit, so it's given us some breathing room. We have a few weapons, so we have a 360k participant, 80,000 death pin between solo and gun, and then we have another small pin between Asgar, which is the main London Fellowship, and Jewel, 217k participants, 64,000 deaths. So yeah, that is I think that's the only fight in the west. This one, no, but this is in the south and the east more than the west. But yeah, this is between Null and Ting and Neg from Gondor, who decided, I guess, that Rohan should not be having any land, so they're going and making sure that Rohan don't. 290k participants here, 62,000 deaths. And yeah, I think that's the only pins. Now we're getting to all the pins between us, Erebor, and our four enemies, Mordor, Gondor, Arnor, and Angmar. So the first pin, and I think the biggest pin we have, is this one against Mordor. As you can see, Ring is at the top over there, doing most of the work. But then we have, and our main opponent is Woa. Then we have some Bend supporting, along with some CCCP and Fkit and Ebal from Mordor and Lothlorien respectively. 10.2 million participants, 3.3 million deaths. So yeah, we have drained a lot of our barracks here, but we have been fighting Mordor. It went pretty well. I mean, we had them back to this crossing, but you know, they've been able to push back now because our attention has been split. So yeah, we were able to hold them ourselves, no problem, but we've had to unfortunately split our attention and, you know, defend over here against Arnor. So because of that, Mordor is making the most of the situation and pushing us back a little bit. Over here we have another big weapon. This is in Hills of Rune, 1 million participants, 289,000 deaths. Once again, Ring is at the top, and we're fighting both Solo and Jewel, as well as some Fkit and Ben supporting. Over here we have a 549,000 participant, 166,000 death pin for Hills of Rune. And this again is Ring against Solo and Jewel. And I think, yeah, these pins are the ones from when they were pushing up, and we're obviously sending troops, you know, trying to stop their push up because they're gonna try to cut us off here, which is very annoying. So they had taken this, we've managed to push them back over there, and right now we're trying to stop them over here. And we're trying to keep this clear because a lot of our troops are on this side. A lot of our settlements have relocated there. So our reinforcements for the Mordor front are coming through here. And Arnor are now trying to cut that off, which is very annoying because they're killing a lot of our reinforcements and sniping them. So that's not good for us. Over here we have another big weapon, 3.6 million participants, 793,000 deaths. Solo is the main culprit over here, fighting us in Ring. So Solo and Ring at the top. And then we have some Jewel, Bend, Fkit, and even some Quark from Rune. So interesting weapon over there. Over here we have a Bend weapon. So this is Bend against Solo with some Fkit and Jewel supporting. 476,000 participants, 142,000 deaths. Over here is another small Bend Warpin, Bend against Solo and Jewel, 248k participants, 70k deaths. So that's interesting. Also, who captured this crossing? Okay, Gondor? Why? So wait, are Gondor going to fight Arno, or are they going through? Or that's interesting. I want to see what comes of this. Are Gondor attacking Arno? Anyway, yeah, there's also another small pin. Solo against Bend, 183k participants, 64,000 deaths. And those are the guys pushing over to the capital. So, yeah, interesting over there. Now, over here, we have Erebor taking back their lands from Angmar. Pretty big, if I can click on this. There we go. Pretty big war pin here. This is Emwa from Angmar against Brah from Erebor. 2.6 million participants, 698,000 deaths. Over here, we have another Emwa Brah war pin, 378,000 participants, 130k deaths. And then we have a big Emwa vs. Lothlorien pin. So Emwa against Bend and Fkit. 1.1 million participants, 359,000 deaths. Now over here we have 3.4 million participants, 1.1 million deaths. This is Emwa against Bend, some Toma, and some Ring. And this is obviously Angmar on the defense because we're pushing over to try and retake our capital of the Woodland Realm. You know, Elven King's Halls, Thranduil's home. Going to try retake that as well as clear them out of Forodwaith, Gundabad, and Karok if we can. But yeah, that is the map situation. Let me just zoom out so you guys can see the whole thing. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. Anyway, let's go over to the leaderboards and have a look at that. So we're not going to look at personal production. We are going to look at contribution. And contribution-wise, I am in the top 50. So that's pretty good to see. At number 1, we have one of my players, Marimo, 27,000 contribution. 2 is Ben's leader, Landerdon, 25k. And 3 is Aerolis. Aerolis is actually a very interesting one because in the last 2 weeks, or, you know, where it shows the amount of merit earned in your fellowship, my guy has gotten 500,000 merit in the last 2 weeks or so. So, yeah, he went up this leaderboard really quick. But as for myself, I am at number 47 with 9,600 contribution. And I think we can get, what's top 25? Top 25 is 13k. I'm sure we could get there. We have full barracks at the moment, so we could definitely do something. Over at merit, I'm at 772,000 merits. So we're unranked at the moment. What is the lowest merit in the top 100 actually? Lowest merit is 975k. Okay, we could definitely get there. Interesting. Over at Fellowship production, number 1 is Solo with 1.9 million power. Number 2 is Emwa with 1.7 million power. Number 3 is Jewel with 1.6 million power. 4 is Lege with 1.6 million power. 5 is Woa with 1.4 million power. 6 is Brah with 1.3 million power. 7 is Bend with 1.1 million power. 8 is Ring with 976,000 power. And I think numbers-wise, yeah, we have 93 people. I've been booting out any of the inactives. 10 is Ting from Gondor as well, 900,000 power. And 10 is Asgard from Linden with 573,000 power. Over at development level, number 1 is Arno with 166 levels of development. 2 is Gondor at 124. 3 is Angmar at 117. 4 is Mordor at 65. 5 is Lot at 49. And 6 is Erebor at 15. Linden's at 7 with 9, and Rohan is lost with 8. Yeah, commander-wise, not going to do that, but we do have some people with 50s. So one of the Brah players, he does have low 50 commanders, so that is pretty interesting to see, and I really hope I don't go up against him because I will get smacked most likely. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the video, then please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.